got it.
Hello, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
Oh.
We're alive.
Apologies for eardrum. Gone.
It's Toffee TV. We're live.
It is.
Well, it is. That's exactly what it is. Toffee TV live on YouTube, giving it the full Garys.
Got to say hello to Gary. It's
Hello,
the thing
Gary.
you have to do every day.
Every day you've got to say hello to Gary, because we know he's somewhere in a basement saying hello to us. He's crying out somewhere going, hello.
Full throttle.
Hello.
Has he been full
Are you
throttle?
there?
Yeah.
It was this one chance to escape, and we couldn't get him on air. He was honestly.
He's just nearly spat his drink out, by the way.
It was this one chance to escape the dungeon in Fritzland, and
with his orange traffic.
And he was like, hello, are you there? Can you help me? And I was like, can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Sorry, guys, can't it?
Sorry, guys.
Let's do it.
So, hello, Gary.
Let's get straight on. I mean, 132 people watching, 22 likes.
I mean, there's Baz, and he's got an issue with the likes.
I haven't got an issue. Turn it on to watch. Like, done. Bing, bing.
I feel like
bing, bing.
I feel like you care more about likes in Awobi than you care about anything else in the world. Matthew Wilson says, even lads, 1 heart. I mean, come on, Matthew, you can do better than that. Gary Ward says, Hardy.
Hello, Gary.
Hello, Gary. Margaret says, hello, Gary, 2 hearts. Living in just one.
Man.
Connor Gerrard said, evening, guys. Who is your Everton legend icon? Sorry if this has been answered before recently.
Ooh.
Everton legend icon.
Interesting.
Go ahead, Baz. You give us an insight into your inner
Everton
sanctum.
legend. The whole 85 team is the legend in my eyes. Favourite player growing up was Adrian Heath. Still love him now. And icon-wise would be Big Duncan. Is he a legend? I'd say he is a legend, and the reason why I'll say he's a legend, because this often gets bounced around, legends and all that, right? And I prefer icon for some players, because people like Tim Cahill, I'd say he's an Everton icon.
But for some people, he might be a legend because they don't have any legends.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I know what you mean, but how I qualify like a legend at a football club is if he won something there. So therefore, to me, the likes of Derek Monfield's an Everton legend. He won things at Everton Football Club. The 95 team are legends because the last team to win a trophy.
Ooh, controversial.
Oh, but they are, aren't they? Because they've won. They go down in history of winning.
Okay. So, what you're saying is...
I mean, I thought I was explaining it quite well. But
No, I know. Yeah. You're saying Andy Hinchcliffe is an Everton legend.
Sadly, I hate him.
I hate him. I hate that Hinchcliffe.
But he's part of a team that won something, and I think that's how football clubs have legends. You can have people like Brian LeBone, but he won something that was amazing.
Okay. And I'm not arguing with you, by the way. I'm just playing devil's advocado.
Okay.
Should a club like Everton really... Because, like, it's a tiered system, isn't it? Legend is at the top.
Yeah.
Legend is at the top, right?
Yeah.
Should players who've just won... Hang on, we'll come to you in a minute, Steve.
No, I've actually got some...
All right, we'll come to you in a minute, Steve.
Okay. Sorry.
He's got some breaking news, but I think I want to leave him simmering.
He'll be like this, no?
Right, because I have to change camera angles and I'm too far away from the laptop.
Go on.
So it's a tiered system. Should just winning a trophy be enough to make you a legend?
A club legend, yeah.
Okay.
I think to be an icon, like Tim Cahill never won anything, but he's an icon.
Okay.
Go on, breaking news.
I appear to have frozen, by the way, as well. I appear to have frozen.
Let it go.
And gone.
Let it go.
And it's over to... Oh, Steve's frozen as well. I mean, that's not great either, is it? That's just... I mean... Yeah, we're having a freeze, mate, here.
We're talking now, aren't we? You can still hear us.
You can hear me.
Bear with. Bear with.
I mean,
we're back.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. I'll
Where's
be back
Steve
now.
gone?
Where's Steve gone? Hello, Steve.
What camera's Steve on?
Don't know.
Steve, you've disappeared, mate.
No, he's
You're there, but you're frozen.
Do you want me to just tell you what I've got?
Go on, tell us what you got.
So Alan Myers has just tweeted.
Yeah.
Everton have actually turned down €100 million, which is 85 million bid for Richarlison this week.
Right.
The offer was made earlier this week. Everton rejected the offer immediately, unwilling to sell on their prized assets rather than strengthening their squad, rather than depleting the squad.
Interesting.
So 85 million, which is 100
From
million
who?
euros.
Man United.
Man United, isn't it?
It's a few people mentioned Barcelona. But I don't think they've got the money really to do that.
No.
But
Be United.
85 million, Alan's just tweeted 6 minutes ago. And it's definitely Alan's
Interesting.
account as well.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, that's what I'll tell you.
That can go in the daily.
Which is interesting. It just shows how valued he is now as well as a player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last 2 years at Everton, we've upped his
Interesting.
value
If anyone's got any thoughts or comments on that?
Would you have sold him?
No.
I mean, I wouldn't, but would you have sold him?
So yeah, so going back to Connor, I mean, I don't know, legend. Who's your Everton legend? I don't know. 85 team. Obviously, love Duncan, because he's a hero of my teenage years, and I think that's when players make a lasting impression.
Yeah,
right?
of
Sky
course.
Sports running that now. Stay are they?
Barcelona. It was.
Barcelona.
It was from Barcelona. Find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
I don't like stuff like that though, because that's when you get the test of a player. That's not good news to be putting out 3 days before the game against Watford.
It makes you think whether we're going to be in a Ghana situation in the summer, where they'll come back for the player.
Pricks.
Well, if they come back, don't they? Come back with 150 million and Everton think they can sell them, they sell them and they move on, don't you? Yeah. Players will come and go.
Yeah.
Listen, a team not too far away from here who's going to win the league had to sell their best player 3 or 4 times. So, but what they did was they re-strengthened brilliantly with it. Yeah. That's what you have to do. Players will come and go until Everton win stuff. And you know what? Even if Everton win stuff, if Barcelona or Real Madrid come knocking, a lot of players, I still believe Salah and Mane would go if Barcelona or Real Madrid come knocking for them, and they're going to win the league. So that's football.
Ronaldo
No point getting
did it,
precious about it. It is what it is. 150 million, no, that's what we want.
Mark G says, evening everybody, it's Ped and Baz with live at 5:15.
Well, it's not, is it?
Because it's not even like 5:15 yet.
And we've been on for ages, so.
Yannick says, evening gents, good luck to Anthony Evans in Germany. Slowly starting to see academy players properly loaned and sold. Hoping to see positive change in the next couple of years in the handling of the academy. Carlo's project is very exciting at the moment, but I think the work needed at the academy level is often overlooked. Yeah, I think, well, hopefully there's more going to go out this week, isn't there? So Morgan Feeney going to Tranmere, fingers crossed, on loan, and hopefully maybe a couple more go as well.
Lewis Gibson, they're trying to work on.
Yeah.
Looks like he's about to sign a new deal, and then Everton are going to try to get him out on loan somewhere for the rest of the season, so it's really good.
Adam Galloway says, in the army, I lived in Paderborn for 5 years and had a season ticket a couple of years. They'll look after Evans out there.
Awesome. Good. Play Paderborn, didn't we, in a pre-season friendly a few years ago?
We did, we got beat
3-1.
But Chris Long scored, didn't he?
Cracker, didn't he? And then he went off to Burnley, was never seen again.
Never seen again. Never.
So there you go. Joe Mack says perfect timing for the Richarlison news.
Live. This is, well, you know, Alan lets us.
That's where it is.
You know,
Lionsy 65 says, evening lads, great to see Carlo involved with our ladies team. Good to see he's keeping an eye on all our teams at Finch Farm. Silver never did. Well, I think Everton are trying to create a one club vision now where everything is through. You know, it's not the Everton women's team. It's just Everton. The women who play for Everton. They're trying to create that right the way through the thing, rather than starting to create, you know, Everton under 23s, Everton this, Everton that. And Ancelotti obviously being at Finch Farm and the women there with Willie Kirk training, it was an opportunity for them to go and have a look. So it'd be a great boost for them. And I'm quite sure it's great for Willie Kirk as well to stand and have a chat with Carlo Ancelotti while he's taking training. So really good. And it's great to see Ancelotti throwing himself fully into stuff. I mean, I don't know. Have we frozen?
We frozen again.
Are we frozen on your screen?
Yeah, we are. We're frozen. It's because I've got a new wire. That's what it is. It's a new wire.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can we get the old wire back?
We can, yeah. It just doesn't stretch.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. I don't know why. It's it's like when we take it off the screen. So I'm just going to leave it on the screen.
getting it.
Interesting. Yeah,
You're thrown by this Richarlison.
I'm not happy about that because I
Can't
wish.
do nothing, can you?
No, I'm not. I'm just. Yeah.
It's the timing, isn't it?
It's not good timing.
The
That.
timing of it, I
Yeah,
suppose.
but when's good timing?
No. I'm just. It doesn't matter. I'm not questioning. I'm just saying. It's,
And the bid was a couple of days ago by the sounds of it as well. So I don't think it's been today. I think Sky have just released it. Just to
sorry if the picture's frozen a few times. It is simply down to I'm just using it's an extension wire because the laptop, the stuff for the lives over there. Right, let's get some Yow comments. Any comments? There are comments.
Yeah, there's loads.
But they're not showing up on my...
No, on the phone app, it's dead weird. Let me see if I can get it. But I think it does the same to me on the phone app, which is weird.
It's an extension
wire.
Go on, you get the YouTube Go on, you get the YouTube comments.
I've got someone. Let's go. John Wilson says, lads, I'm getting very panicked about the severe lack of signings.
Why?
There's not going to be any signings,
Any
John.
signings?
So just don't worry about it. The summer is when Everton will do their business.
Why are you getting panicked, honestly?
Where are we? Mike Ferris says, that's our best player now. Not going to be happy. He's eventually going to go. Well, he is going to go. And he was always going to go. Because that was the thing, wasn't it? When we bought him, he was a player who you were hoping that you'd develop into that player. But that's football. There's no point being worried about stuff like this. What you have to do now is he signed a new contract not long ago. In December, right? So he's not going anywhere. Everton could say to him, you're not going anywhere for 2 years, so just get on with it. Yeah. You're under contract, you were happy to take more money. But if someone wants to come in and pay silly money for him, like 150 million quid or whatever, then that's up to them. Barcelona are looking for another striker because Suarez is injured at the moment. Yeah. And the chance in their arm at anyone. That's football. They were
after Fernandes yesterday, weren't they?
Yeah, they're after all sorts, so they might be throwing it round. That's the way it is. It's up to Everton to say, listen, we've got Carlo Ancelotti in, we're building to go the other way, and you're not going anywhere. Or ask them for that little Argentinian fella who plays for them, and we'll swap him for a few years. Or Griezmann. Where are we? Jake Healy says, I knew I shouldn't have put my earphones in for this in response to your, hello, get it. Blue Boy Stu says, I'm not the real Gary, but hello. Stephen Poyton says, anyone seen this kid from Sampdoria play? Vieira, don't worry about him, it's not happening. Sophie Gallagher says, if we finish bottom half, do you think Brand's job will be under threat? No. Reece Colburn says, he won't be upset, trust me, he loves this club. That's about Richarlison. Bill Farrell says, scenes when Ancelotti said no thank you to Barca, limbs everywhere. Richarlison's worth more than double that, correct. Matthew Lamb says, I've liked it, Baz. Well in, Matthew, top man. John Hickey says, finally get going back to Goodison after too long. Is St Luke's open for tea and coffee before the game still?
Yeah.
Yes?
But it shuts half an hour before kick-off.
Okay. Corey Mottershed says, Ped, do you think we need a new goalkeeper to consistently challenge for Europe and trophies?
Yes.
Okay. Matty says, why is super noodles on toast a thing? I've seen it on Facebook. The world in which we live is atrocious.
Yeah, but to be fair, Nazis still live on Facebook, so you can't exactly say it's a thing, can you?
Okay. Julian Clark says, do you think we're in store for another Ghana situation with Richarlison? Is he gone in the summer?
Well, the point being is Everton just have to control the narrative, haven't they? They've got to control it. Simple as that.
Okay. James McDade says, Gary is in my garden shed.
Hello,
Gary.
Let him out.
Neil Sanders says, honest opinion, where do you think we'll finish this season?
8th to 12th.
6th to 10th.
Cats and dogs.
HR says, do you think Ancelotti plays the type of football the last couple of managers did? And do you think it matters? If we're winning but playing less entertaining football, do you mind?
When was the last time Everton played entertaining football, please?
I think we've had patches, haven't we? But Mark G says, I thought, quotes my thing, I thought I was explaining it quite well. Baz, you killed me. When you tried to gate crash my explanation of legend versus icon. Sure, Michael Palmer says £85 million for a player who scored 8 goals this season is a bit mad.
Is it?
But it's not though, it's because of everything he does. He's more than just a goal scorer. Michael Winstanley says, hello, Gary.
But it's what it does do is puts in perspective comments that we've broken the transfer window by bringing him in for whatever we bought him in for.
I think he hasn't even got to 40 million yet, but there you go. James Steele said we just rejected a bid for Richarlison. It was the other day, apparently, but Mark G says Richie would score 30 goals at Barca. Michael Winstanley says great shot of Stee. Mark G says Stee looks like he's getting ready to swap the idol in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
While he's frozen.
Yeah.
We frozen again. Great. What is going on
Everton
with this?
Football Chat says, all right, gents, we are currently in the dead zone. Carlo's real mission starts in the summer. From now till then, expect nothing. Well, yeah, that's the best way to look at it. It's the summer is where it really begins, isn't it? So, Travels for 6649 says, hope his head isn't turned. Eugene McGeever says, do you think Everton will do any business this Friday night?
No.
No, zilch. Russ Hayes said, would you take £120 million for Richarlison?
Not right now, no. I won't take anything
In the
him
summer?
now. Depending on what we get.
Okay. Wildlife says, why did Everton reject 85 million? Because he's our best player. He's worth double that. Why would we sell him? We don't have to. A. Duncan says, no way, he's class. Matthew Lamb says, I always like Barry and McCarthy. Both got stuck in and won challenges. Sam Goodall says, Baz, do you reckon they'll bid again? No, I don't. He might bid in the summer, but who knows? But it'll only be for more than that. Well, more than that, I guess. Robert Dinsmore says, apparently the Samp midfielder we've been linked to is class. That's Vieira, isn't it? He's 21. Was at Leeds for a bit. Not coming now, but he may be one that they look at for the summer. Robert Dinsmore says, we have nothing without Richie. Have you not noticed without our injuries? Money Mad says 100 million would get you Richarlison. If that's true, we've rejected 85.
Why?
Who said 100 million would get it?
Who said 100? Why would it get you him? Why? He's just signed a new contract.
He's not going anywhere.
So why would he? People just chat weird nonsense.
No, people panic over 100 million's nothing anymore. That's the thing. When Coutinho went from Liverpool for 100 and, well, they said 140, but Barcelona said it was less than 100. Whatever. It was more than 100. When he's going for more than 100 million, then Richarlison's worth 150 million. People forget Richarlison's 22. Will go to Real or Barca at some point. He will do. And that was the whole thing when we bought him. He was always going to move on. South American player. But he signed a 6-year deal in December and he was happy to do so and happy to take the money. So Everton control it, don't they? Darren Toot said, what do you think of Villa last night?
Don't know, didn't watch it, not interested.
Good result for them, wasn't it? Good to see Brendan dumped out of a cup. And Leicester brought down a peg or two. Matthew Lumsden says, hello Peb and Baz, how big is the Watford game for Everton in context of the season?
It would, if we was to get 3 points, it would give us that little leg up that we need to keep us ticking over ahead of a game against Crystal Palace at home. That's winnable. And then there's a break, isn't there? So 3 points would put us in that group chasing Europe. If we were to get beat, then we'd probably just be looking at getting the 40 points and just
seeing whatever happens.
Trickling over the line.
Holly's Life says 85 million and Dembele. Would you take that?
No.
Okay, you just asked. Get them when Jones says, you're right, he's just one player and selling him would improve our situation with FFP. Well, it would. It'd probably clear FFP, but there's no point selling him. We're not going to sell him now anyway, it's irrelevant. But in the summer, it depends with the money, doesn't it? Pippin says, loving the content, boys, the best channel. I've got to be the best channel about. Thank you very much.
When it's not freezing.
Yeah. Max Redfern says, I would swap Richarlison for Rakitic. I wouldn't. Rakitic is 30.
Why would you do that?
No. Robert Dinsmore, are you bothered by them winning the league? Yes, I am bothered by them winning it, but they're the best team and they're going to win it. So the earlier it's done, the better. Will Lewis says, shit timing for it to come out before Watford. Yeah, but people will. won't they? People will do that.
It depends where it's come from. For all we know, this has come from Barcelona, and they're just trying to appease their fans that they're trying to bring
there's
someone
the
in.
elections up
And
against you.
the thing with Barcelona is, what I would say is, they're the kind of club that, when it comes to they're looking for a player now. But when the summer comes, they'd be like, well, actually, we need the very, very best. And Richarlison doesn't fit in that at the moment, which he may or may not do. I'm more annoyed just from the point of for us that it's a couple of days ahead of a Premier League game. But that I imagine Richarlison will just he'll do what he normally does, because and if anything, it'll probably hopefully be like, well, if Barcelona are after me, that shows I'll prove that on the pitch.
I'm doing well, yeah. Stephen Caldy says Richarlison's head was turned easily enough when we went for him. I'm not going to be surprised if he goes. Everton Football Chat says Richarlison is not Everton's future. Okay. Lytic says, remember we signed Richie for 40 million. We need at least 120 million. Correct. Sam Goodall says, Baz, would you swap Richarlison for Dembele or Absent Fati?
No, because they're not as good.
No. Dembele could be devastating for Everton with the pace and everything. Richarlison's someone who delivers time and time again. He is going to go at some stage, there's no question. Would I expect him to go before next season? No, I wouldn't. I think Everton would say to him, you're not going anywhere. Then the following summer, if he smashes it again, then maybe. But it's got to be, to get him out of Everton, it's got to be 130, 40, 50 million. It's got to be.
We aren't selling in the January window. It's as simple as that. He's just signed a new contract, which will give him a value, and it'll be, a big value now. He'll know that. Everton know that. Of course, he'll go at some point. Of course, he will. He'll go to and if he goes to a Barcelona or a Real Madrid, then what can you say? What can you say? That's where the best go. If Everton aren't competing for trophies, then, and he's a Brazilian international, and he said he wants to win things, then all you can say is, that's the way it is. What Everton would have to do with the money, and this is what they have to absolutely do this time with the money. It couldn't be a repeat of the Lukaku situation. Nope. We'd have to bring someone in, top draw.
Here's a question for you. 120 million for Richarlison in the summer, and buy Romelu Lukaku for 80 million.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Rom apparently wants to leave Italy. Everton is back on the list of options according to Raiola, if you believe other people. Rom's only 26, proven goal scorer. I think I'd do that.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd rather Richarlison stayed. I love Richarlison, he's brilliant, and he's a great worker and all that. And to be honest, keep him for another season, keep him for another 18 months and then sell him for 120 odd million, and then invest in proper players. But have someone lined up, like Pet just said. Don't sell him and then go, right, what should we do? Because we've got the money to go and get someone tapped up, ready to go.
What I would say is, I just wish this news, if it was going to come out, would come out next week rather than this week. Because.
But why? Because we got
just
a Premier
because
League game next week.
Because of fans' reaction to it, and just the meltdown that you're going to see.
He's not going anywhere.
No, I know he's
not.
not. But it's not that. It's just. Yeah.
James Haywood said the lad is so loved by the fans. I think he wants another season. He's got age on his side, and he wants to see if Everton improve. And that's the thing, isn't it? We've got Ancelotti now. Depending on what we do in the summer, he could look and go, actually, we're going places for a bit. Barcelona's always going to be there. Could be like you've just said, though, they might never really even wanted them. It could be them releasing stuff that, because they want to be seen to be going after all these players. HR asked that question, you've never answered it before. Ancelotti, do you mind if our quality of football drops a little bit and we get these? No, just
what? I know, but what quality of football?
Is winning more important?
Yes, but that's the answer. What quality of football? When was the last time Everton played any quality football? Honestly, we haven't played quality football since Martinez's first season. So I don't know what this quality of football is you're talking about, because I haven't seen any.
Jimmy EFC says, you lads know something we don't about signings. I assumed he wanted to see him. Of course, we know things.
We're not
signing anyone. There you go. Ray Sherry says Dembele and 60 million and we could do something. David,
hang on. Why though? Are we bidding for Dembele?
No, but he's a good
No,
player.
no, but do we want Dembele? So why would you go to a club that you don't want to sell someone? Why would you go, yeah, give us 60 million and a player that we're not interested in? I never
But
get
he's
that.
only 21.
But I never get that rationale. Why would you want a player? For me, I'd want 120 million and that's it. I don't want a player that I'm not really that interested in.
Okay. Drew Yardley says he just hoped Richarlison is more professional than Pogba, who's down tools. It's 150 million price tag. Okay. David Wilson says, don't see why people watch it but don't like it. Takes a second. Exactly, David. Exactly. But what can you do? Matthew Lamb says, is Gary joke meant to be Gary from Only Fools and Horses? No. Gary's one of our patrons, and
You've got to be a patron.
We do a phone in.
It's a long-standing joke on the phone in, and it's just become a thing.
Lytic says, I reckon Richarlison will leave regardless. It's only a matter of time.
He will.
Of course it is.
He will do. But one thing I would say is,
Sophie, hang on. Sophie, no, we won't sell Richarlison this window, so forget it. Honestly, it's done. Don't worry. Honestly, don't worry about it. Go on, mate.
I was going to say that so far, all we've got is Sky Sports saying that they've bid for him.
Sky Sports, who said, how many players have we signed, according to Sky Sports?
So.
Oh, yeah, it's all done. This is done. And no one's even bid for players. NFG Sid said, one of my mates said that Richarlison wouldn't get in the Spurs team. Yeah, maybe your mates needs to go to Specsavers. James Sterling, do you expect us to buy anyone before deadline day? Nope, no chance. Not even a 1% chance, I don't think. Not buying anyone anyway. Where are we? Stuart Lowe, hi guys, 2 days left and Ancelotti stating we are not after anyone who's being pushed by the media. Who do you see actually coming in? No one. Nobody.
Can we just stop answering the questions now?
Okay.
We're not signing anybody. So honestly, stop worrying about it. Stop panicking about it. And we won't be selling anyone we want to keep either. So stop worrying about it. We're not signing anybody. Make peace with it. We're not signing anyone till we sign someone.
Matthew Lumsden saying, Ped, when's the next Nerd Social Club out? Podcast out? Friday. Ben Jones had snatched their hands off for 100 million.
Ben Jones isn't an Everton fan. No, he isn't. He isn't an Everton fan. Clearly isn't an Everton fan.
No, not for 100 million. It's ridiculous. No. A. Duncan says we could get 3 good players for that money.
Could we? Could we? Genuinely get 3 good players?
We spent money on players. Where are we? Jared Monaghan says, I think this is a load of crap.
It might be.
But if it's true, he'll go. Can't turn Barca down. We can.
You can.
It's not up to him. He's just signed a new deal.
Of course you can. This is why I've just said.
Right, let's move on from it now. I'm just moving on from it now.
This is why I said I wish
I'm
it
not
come on
going to
last week.
answer or read out another Richarlison question.
Right, let me read some out. Not Richarlison ones, but.
I'll just read this last one out about Richarlison. Russ Hayes, apparently Spanish newspapers listed all the options Barcelona chose. Richarlison was not one of them.
Okay, there you go.
So it's Sky nonsense. Nice
little change of pace here. Richard Fawkes says, "Evening lads, can you discuss the Blues who say they don't want Europe as it's apparently too early and how mental they are?" I mean, that's your opinion. They are basically saying that had we still been in either of the cup comps, they wouldn't want to win them. Good point, Richard. You are right. That's like saying not wanting Europa League for me is like saying we don't want to be in the FA Cup or we don't want to be in the League Cup next season. For me, Europa League is something that I encourage us to have every single year. And it would only, if you use it right, we would only benefit from. You play in it, you put young players in there, you put squad players in there, you put the first team in there, You've got 6 games in the group stages. You only need to win 3. You look at the 3 games you can win and say, right, we'll put our first team out against them. Or the other way round. You put your first team out against the best sides. Whatever it takes, right? And you get through. And once you're in the group stage, once you're in the cup knockout, then you start making it absolutely the priority. Because it's European football, and if you win it, you can get to the Champions League. Now, to say you're not ready, for me, is weird, because what that's basically saying is, it's not saying you're not good enough, it's basically saying your squad's not good enough. Well, then use all of your squad. Use it all. And we'll see what happens. I don't get this "we're not ready for Europe" thing. I understand when people say, you know, if you have to do the pre-qualifying and you have to qualify when you should be having pre-season. That's a different subject. But Wolves done that, and they've done it very comfortably, and they've managed it really well. And they, you know, they might have a bit more of a balanced squad than we have, but they've really dealt with it really well. So
it is berserk,
I don't
the
get
whole
that.
not going into Europe thing. You get in the group stages, it's worth £12 million, which is FFP is really a big thing. I don't think you can pick and choose. People say, don't qualify for Europe this year, then get Champions League next year. Where does that even come into it? You can't pick and choose. You take what's in front of you. You can develop young players in Europe. You can win 3 home games and get through into the next phase.
Kane says, Sky picking on Everton again, I reckon, to get deadline viewers. Can't see it. I'd have James Maddison for less than me.
Jesus
Keith Powell says, Amsterdam live, hi.
Imagine.
Lads, sorry I'm late. Game getting very sad when fans start attacking your house and chanting you're going to die because you're 5th in the league. We haven't won anything since 1995, and Man City didn't win anything for 44 years, and we never had crap like that.
No.
Mind you, bet they are not season ticket holders.
No.
I don't even think it's real.
But if it is, and it wouldn't surprise you, it's just people who believe entitled people, you know, watch 20 years of unbelievable success. It's the way it is. The way it is.
Let's do some more.
Elliot Brimett says, the team has to get to the point where Richarlison is just one of our good players like Liverpool have with their front
of course.
Then we can sell and bring in replacement. Spot on, Elliot. That's what it has to be.
Yeah.
You can't be just our only, like the crown jewel or whatever. You've got to build that level of player up.
Derek Hulton says, hi guys, I am late to the party again today. I really don't see any point in wasting money this month. Let's wait till the summer. A couple of loans if we can. Don't see us selling any of our front men. We're not selling. We're not. It's today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, then it's Friday, then it's match day. We ain't selling anybody.
Dave Dempsey just says, does Ped not realise the comments he's having a go at from his customers? We're not customers, you're all fans like us.
What do you mean, customers?
We're all fans.
So I have to agree with everything people say just because you watch the channel. Yeah, don't sit here and agree with Baz.
If you're a patron, you will have seen us yesterday.
If someone comes up with a comment, I just don't get comments like, well, I'll take 60 million and a player that we're not interested in. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just say, this is the value of the player. If you meet the value of the player, he can go and speak to you. The value of the player is 120 million. We want 120 million. Why would you say, oh, you know what, if you give us that player, and that player, when you don't want those? This is the problem with Everton and Evertonians at times. Sitting at home, now people going, oh, we need to sign players. Why? Tell me who we need to sign. Tell me how much they'll cost. Tell me how old they are and how they'll fit in to the Everton team. And then, you know, there's far too much of this Sky narrative of, oh, it's deadline day, we all must buy players. Everton, at the moment, there's nobody out there, really, for me, that I would say, go and spend money on them. There's nobody.
We've got no we're up to the wire with FFP anyway. You've got to let things even out and start again in the summer. The way it is. Royal Blue 1878 says, what do you make of the outsider, Ped?
It's great. It's very creepy. Very creepy.
Yeah. He's just started watching
it's very creepy.
As well. AS says, just joined Patreon. Love what you guys do. Always watch your videos on my breaks at work live after 5. Keep it up, lads, from Sam. Man. Thanks, Sam. Top man.
Good man.
Mitchell Bolton says, who's the best player you've seen play against Everton this season?
This season? Mane.
Yeah, I was going to say. I didn't want
Mane.
it, but
I was trying to think of someone else, and I couldn't, so it'd be
Mine's-
dead. Who do you say, Steve?
De Bruyne.
De Bruyne?
Goodison.
I don't, yeah, but I'd say
He was
he
good,
is the
Goodison.
best player. I just don't think he was the best player I've seen play against us this season. If that makes sense.
I thought he was very good at Goodison.
But I thought,
He was good at Goodison.
Yeah, he was. Set up there first, didn't he?
I
That
can't
game.
even
He is,
know what.
he is the best player, but
I
I think
can't even remember that
the
game.
best individual performance against us, I would say, was Mane in the fight.
Yeah.
He was outstanding. He did.
He was, he was different class.
Yeah. Sky Sports are saying we could sell Richarlison and replace him with Zaha.
Now I know it's nonsense.
Just to
The
keep
desperate for viewers.
their bet
Now I
involved.
know it's nonsense.
Mitchell Bolton says, do you guys rate Piatek? He's a good player. I think he's just... People just worry about his mobility, I think, in terms of how quick he is. But he was good at Genoa, wasn't he? And then when he went to Milan, he was amazing for last season. He was incredible, but he just hasn't done it this year, Mitchell. Dennis Lewis says, who's coming in? Transfer window for us. Nothing, mate. Not happening. Leak XO says, evening lads, how you doing? Question for Ped, does he remember the lad that came up to him at the Burnley game, said hi on Boxing Day? That's him. Someone come up and say hello to you at Goodison on Boxing Day? He did, because you said someone come over and said, yeah, he does remember he's messing with the technical side. 'Cause we keep freezing.
Probably, why does it keep freezing?
I don't know, we'll keep talking.
It's just a wire, it's not anything else, just a wire.
Wormy Spoon says, do you reckon we will sign Alan? If we did, it'd be the summer, but I don't know. 29, I'm just not sure.
Hello, Alan.
I'm not sure. Have we gone here? Alex Cullen says, where is the Richarlison money? Bill?
Where is the love?
Dos Big says, where can we download the Social Club podcast from?
Everywhere. iTunes,
iTunes.
Stitcher, SoundCloud.
Mr. Thong says, Ings is bang on form. Everton could pinch him from Southampton. Do you like Danny Ings? You said Danny Ings.
I know,
goals, didn't you?
but do we need Danny Ings? Right. Let me just take a minute. Right. Do we need Danny Ings? Is it a position we need to buy a player? Anyone in the room would like to answer that question? Do we need a centre forward? He's in great form and I think he's a good player, but is that what we need? No, it isn't.
We need a different
We
type
need a
of
centre midfielder or a right midfielder or a right back. We don't need a centre midfielder, a centre defence forward right now.
No.
And that's what I'm saying. This is where it's like grabbing at stuff. We've done this far too much as a club and gone. It's like that saying we'll go for Zaha. Brands explained in the AGM that we bid for Zaha at a much lower price and everything else that was spouted was nonsense. So what we need to do as a club, and this is for fans as well, we need to understand what we need to strengthen at the club. Now, I know your question might be in relation to Richarlison, but Richarlison is an Everton player and he's staying at Everton, right? And I imagine Southampton would ask for some mad silly price, of course, because the kid's at the top of his game. Do you know what I mean?
He's not going to be any better than he is now.
So what we need to do is go, what do we need to do? We need a centre midfielder, right back. They're the places we need to strengthen. Concentrate on them places and get the squad balanced. And then go, well, now we need to improve on that player and that player. But at the moment, we've only got one right-sided midfielder. And so that's the position we really should be looking at first. We want a better centre midfielder, but we're going to have to get a couple of centre midfielders off the books before we can do that. We have to start all looking at this in a balanced way, because otherwise the squad is going to continue to be what it is, which is just unbalanced and all over the place.
Stop buying into Sky hype. Just don't even watch Sky. Just full of nonsense.
Unless you're watching The Outsider, of course, that's on Sky Atlantic.
Yeah, I meant Sky Sports.
Okay.
Matthew Berkeley says, when is Ellis Sims going to be named in the first team squad? What more can he do? Well, he can improve because he's nowhere near good enough.
He's not good enough at the moment.
He's not saying he won't be, but just at the minute.
He's not good enough at the moment, and you've got to let players develop. He's got to have a season in the under-23s, and then next season probably go on loan.
Yeah. And then we can.
But he's progressed quite quickly. But the under-23s it's a really, really weird mixed bag. You know, there's a kid the other day who scored 4 against us, plays for Swansea. I asked Andy about him, and he just went...
They haven't got very high hopes for him, have they?
They're just like, yeah, he's all right, but... And we'd be sitting here going, 4 goals in the Rezzies for Swansea? He'll have to be in the first team. And they're like, no, he probably needs a loan somewhere just to see what he's like. That level is so weird, so skewed.
Dennis Lewis says, when are we getting rid of the Deadwood players? Well, the minute someone wants them, Dennis, difficult, isn't it? Very difficult.
They're also saying about the Richarlison situation, just to go back to that it could be to try and force Valencia's hand to try and get them to...
Right, well, I've just got a... right.
Yeah, they like Rodrigo.
I've just got a message, right?
You got this,
and you got the message, and you got the message, right? Saying, and this is someone close to people who work in the game, and they've just said that the bid there was no bid for Richarlison. And these are people who know because they work in the circle. So I'm not saying that's 100% true. I'm just saying that that's well, you didn't get the message because for other reasons.
I don't want to be in. That's nonsense.
No. Why is that?
Group. I'll just go straight to the top.
No, but why don't you want to be in the group?
Straight to the top says that. So.
Why don't you want to be at the group?
Because it was nonsense. Because people just chat nonsense. Utter nonsense. And I get like 85 messages and 81 of them in nonsense. So I've just had enough.
There you go.
There's like levels of conversation you want to have. And it's like me trying to have an in-depth conversation about films.
I don't think WhatsApp's a place for in-depth conversation.
No, but it's like what I'm trying to say is there's like different levels of things where I don't want to offend anyone, but yeah, I'm not going to say.
I think you've offended everyone.
Well,
Eric says,
I'm just out of it.
Eric says 2 weeks ago, Toffee TV, we need a centre back, a centre midfielder, centre forward. What changed? Well, nothing changed. The point being is what we're talking about is what we need right now. And what we need right now is, first of all, a right midfielder and a right back. What's changed actually is that we've probably got 3 centre forwards now who... No, I'm not saying they're doing the business. 2 of them are doing the business. Moise Keane, you look at and go, there's a chance there. We 100% need a centre midfielder. The problem is that the screen is frozen. The problem is that we've got 6 on the books at the club, so we need to get rid of a couple of those players for FFP. So we've got to prioritise. This is what I'm saying. We've got to prioritise what we're doing. We can't go along doing what we've done in the past, which is just throwing money at situations. It ain't gonna work. Waiting for Baz to say something, but he's not going to say anything.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Matthew Wilson says, guys, if Mane and De Bruyne is the best player you've seen against us this season, who has been the worst player you've seen against us this season? Steve.
Worst player?
Worst player. It's difficult, that one, isn't it? Because most of them play for us.
Declan Rice was pretty bad at Goodison when West Ham come.
Declan Rice was terrible, wasn't he? For a player who's got such a big reputation, he was garbage. He was led the merry dance.
Felipe Anderson was bad that day as well.
Yeah,
probably say Declan Rice because all the hype about him.
Yeah,
I don't really believe in the hype on him, to be honest with you. I don't think he's.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because I don't think many Premier League players have. I don't think you absolutely notice when people have huge stinkers against you because you just most of the time you just think your players are playing well.
Yeah.
But Declan Rice, for all the hype, was poor that day because he'd been built up and built up. It's difficult because we haven't really battered anyone this season, so it's difficult to say that we've put anyone in that position.
I don't think anyone else.
Yeah, Declan Rice is a good shout. I'll agree with that.
Seb Haller.
That's another good shout. And twice.
Yeah,
twice. Keith Powell says it was a rather heated discussion lasting around 10 to 15 minutes between Ped and Baz yesterday, and even the Piv was hiding behind the couch before it all ended calmly. As we said before,
it's always, we always have, well, not always, but we will have heated discussion, but it always ends calmly.
I mean,
We've been doing it for, how long have we been? 8 years?
So I've just received that message off that person, right?
He's in China or something, isn't he? Why?
Why?
Is he what? Maybe he's watching us live and he's just sent you that.
Weird.
Fair play to him.
Odd. Sorry. Nothing to do with Charlatan.
Sugdev R34, Pevin Baz, how many players do you think will sign in the summer?
5.
How many?
5.
Yeah, 4, 5 maybe.
5 good one. 5.
It's got to be good quality
Yeah,
though, none of
not
this
this.
thingy.
Kate says, Moise Keane has finally scored. Now he needs more game time. Bringing in another centre forward doesn't help his progression. Spot on, Kate. The only thing I personally thought early on in the window was if we could bring an experienced centre forward in, just to help them. And that was me for the whole. Well, I wanted Zlatan. Everyone knows I wanted Zlatan. That was for the whole mindset of the club to get it going in the right direction, to speak to people, to guide them. And I mean, you have to look at the Newcastle game. You still look and think, with a leader, that wouldn't necessarily happen.
It's frozen.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry, we'll flee.
You'll still hear us. It's
a wire, honestly.
Would you take
Just a wire.
Lukaku? Would you take Lukaku back? Pep?
Yeah, I just don't think he'd come back though.
You don't?
No, I don't think he would. I think there's a lot of clubs he could go to in the world, and I just don't see why he would go. I'll go back to Everton. I think he'd go to West Brom before he comes to us.
I was just thinking maybe the manager.
And Raiola.
Yeah, possibly.
That would make it easier, but
I just don't
think
see
he'd
it
probably want to go somewhere else. But who knows? Matthew Lumsden wants to know what my problem with James Maddison is. He's massively overhyped. But that's my problem.
I love it. It's just like I just love it when people bring it up.
Oh, I love it because all it does is reaffirm to me that people don't actually watch football. They don't watch football. They see someone bang one in and go. I remember having it. Hang on. I remember having this with Harry Kewell years ago when he was at Leeds, and everyone's he's amazing. I was like, he's a match of the day player. He'll bang one in 6 times a year, and everyone thinks he's amazing. He went to Liverpool, and all my mates are like, he's horrific. James Maddison is bang average with a good shot on him. End off. Right. There's my answer. Yeah, go on.
What about Jack Grealish?
I don't like Jack Grealish as a fella because he's a tosser, but he's a very good footballer.
Do you know what I like about Jack?
You like tossers. So
do you know what I like about Jack Grealish is? I think he's grown immensely as a. I used to. When he first came in the Premier League, there was a lot of hype about him, and I think he loved it all. And don't get me wrong, I still think he loves it all, but that's just the way some people are. But I think what he's done is, he's grown into that. Yeah. What he's done is, he's actually become the person that people were talking about him 3-4 years ago. Yeah. And he's actually, so when you look at someone like Jack Wilshere, and he had all the hype, and he tried to pigeon toes and all that, and he never grew into it, but he thought he did. Well, I like the fact that he has grown into it. And I used to say that, in 3 years, Maddison doesn't grow into that.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm not saying he will.
I don't think he's quick enough.
I'm just saying that Grealish,
I think Grealish carries the ball a lot better than
miles
Maddison
better.
Well, I think Grealish is superb.
I think the thing is, Grealish actually affects the game.
In a worse side
where Maddison will pop one in. A bit like Gylfi. He'll bang one in brilliantly from 25 yards and everyone's like, he's amazing. But when you actually watch the football, go and watch a game and just look at what he does very little. That's why I think he's average. And he's got a great shot on him, he's average. He's Gylfi to me. Big Nozza says, hi lads, great show again. Richie to Barca is nonsense. And fans wanting Europe, what a load of crap.
Fans wanting Europe?
No, fans not wanting Europe. Fans not wanting Europe, what a load of crap. Who are these idiotic people?
Probably the same people who agree with Samantha Thingyo face.
No, people might look at it and go, they don't want Europe. That's fine, but I don't understand why you wouldn't want Europe. No. I really don't. Mr. A says Trent as being quality. I hate to say it.
He has been, but he is a good player. Against us, Mane was the best. And I'm not dismissing one Liverpool player, I'm crediting another Liverpool player.
He's an Everton fan.
Do you know what I think is the best thing in football, genuinely, is when you look at a footballer 1 year, right? And they might be like 24, 25, and like 2 years later, they're on another level. Right? And listen, I know a lot of it comes down to the fact that they're getting coached by Lance Armstrong and all that, but it's the growth. It's those players who say, I'm hungry enough and I want it, and I'm going to keep. Look, listen, over the last 2 days, obviously we've heard all the tributes to LeBron, not LeBron.
That's because of Andy.
Kobe Bryant. Sorry.
That's Andy, yes.
Right. We've heard all the tributes, and a lot of the tributes I've seen in is like people from other sports going, who might have knew him or knew what it was. It was like the amount of times like he won games in the last second.
Yeah.
And it was the fact that I've seen an interview with him, and he was like, I don't get it. People who don't work hard, who quit or who don't try hard. He said they don't, or lazy people. He said lazy people don't speak the same language as me. He said you put everything into everything, and he's like his game. Like his last game, he scored something like 60 points. That was his last ever game. He grew and grew and grew and grew and grew. People in his early career said it was all because he was with Shaq. Shaq left, and he kept on winning. He got his own team at LA. He became the player and won a couple of another championship.
And it's 20 years.
And it's that kind of player who every year just wants to get better and better and better.
That's what separates the likes of Ronaldo from other people.
And sadly, that's where some of these Liverpool players are. Is that when they signed, they were like, you were looking at them going, yeah, he's all right, he's all right. And now you're like, they're all in the top 10 players in the world. And where does that come from? Where does that hunger come from? Where does that desire come from? I mean, that's a lovely frozen picture there by me, isn't it?
Classic frozen.
81 points he got in one match.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
But his final game, he got like 60, which is for his I mean, imagine like a football in the last game where everyone thought he was spent, got a hat-trick, and went out like that on such a high. But the point being is that sportsmen or footballers that grow every year and get stronger and stronger and stronger, and then start exuding that confidence around the pitch, so where you look at them and go, Jesus, he's unplayable today. Or
he was incredible. He was incredible. And footballers do, the ones who work the hardest, they separate.
And also
take them up a level or two.
And also they sacrifice the things that other footballers don't, or other sportsmen don't want to sacrifice.
Definitely. Ronaldo.
Spock says spag bol or Chinese tonight. Well, I'm having spag bol, I think. But you can have a Chinese if you want. What would you have?
Given choice, I'd have a Chinese. I mean, come on, it's on a different level to spag bol.
It is.
Absolutely different level. It's a Friday night or Saturday night tea. That's the range we're putting it in. Spag bol any day of the week. Billy, what are you having for tea tonight?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, give it a bit more time to think about it if you need it. I was just trying to get like I wanted you to give me like a student tea that you would get. What did you have last night for tea?
Pot noodle.
I'm trying a bit of a diet at the moment with low carbs. There's just chicken, bacon, broccoli and spinach.
Okay, thanks, Bill.
Right.
Thanks for that. Bill. Thanks for that, Bill.
Bill's.
Bill's going on this morning, tomorrow, to talk about being saddle sore and his new diet.
Sophie Gallagher says Everton and Barcelona have denied any Richarlison bid. There you go.
Do you know what? Know who I feel?
I know what you're going to say.
I feel bad for Myers.
I do.
I feel bad for Myers in this situation because he's obviously been given the line to put out there. Isn't it mad, right? We've been on air for like less than an hour, and in the space of an hour, we've had Barcelona bid for Richarlison, meltdown by the fans, who we're going to replace him with, who we're going to swap him for, how much money we're going to get. And by the time the hour's over, it's like Everton and Barcelona have both denied.
Mad.
I love it. I love it.
Maybe he was meant to say Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Yeah, someone said bid 85 million for Gylfi Sigurdsson, please. Semi-Charmed Life says finally made a live show. Thanks, Baz and Ped, for your efforts. Go Blues. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button, everybody. Billy, how many likes have we got? Just check, because I can't. There's 600 people watching it, so I'm guessing the likes are at least 300, because otherwise, why would you be watching it? If
also, Mark Noble is Kevin Nolan's a knobhead.
Oh, yeah, well, we know that.
Because he's just been on TalkSport and said, if I would have accepted it if I was Everton. I think the majority of Everton fans would have.
Well, we wouldn't. You absolute clute. He's literally, he's an absolute... 200. I'm
you know what you can find?
3 minutes.
You know what you can find Kevin Nolan in? A family bag size of clitoris all sorts.
He's an absolute beaut.
He's a cop out.
Awful footballer as well. Terry Cook would love to see Ronaldo Vieira coming in. Good young talent.
I mean, that's two names, isn't it?
That
is two names. No, if you paused then in the middle, I would have been like, Pez 6.
What a question from P21. What's your second favourite jam?
I mean,
Not your first.
I tell you what, that's the question of the day.
That's all we want.
What is your second favourite jam?
Second favourite would be raspberry. Strawberry
Right.
favourite.
Okay. I'm gonna be conservative. I don't know.
Hang on, before you think about that,
Go on.
I've got this from Jacko.
Oh, we paid for it.
Super chat.
It's right, Jacko.
Do you reckon you've ever seen the same pigeon twice? Sorry. That's getting the applause.
These are the kind of questions.
That is the question I want.
So, yeah, I have.
I reckon I have.
I'll tell you why I have. Because it's when you see a pigeon and they're just knocking around, and you go back later and they're still there, and you know they're just about to die.
No, alive one. Have you ever seen
Well, they are alive.
Yeah, but
you know they're on the last innings. No. You know they're going out to do the night watchman, and that's it.
What's your second favourite jam?
Well, hang on.
Have you ever seen the same pigeon twice?
Probably.
Jacko, I reckon I have. Honestly, I actually reckon I have.
Anyone out there, just while we're on has anyone out there got any stories of seagulls? Because they're just getting so blasé and so brave now.
I was eating the salmon in London, knowing it one came down, whack me on the shoulder, trying to get.
That's what they do. They come down and one whacks you, and then the other one comes. Yeah. It's like Jurassic Park. It's like
no, but you turn to look at it, and that one takes it.
It's like Jurassic Park. It's like clever girl as they come in from the side. Right. I know.
Come on, I've got 4 minutes
left. The jam aficionados might. Can you class marmalade as a jam?
No. Well, you probably can, but I wouldn't. I don't like marmalade.
All right.
But that's
you getting off, Steve?
Your choice.
Nice one, Steve.
Are you going?
Later, Steve.
See you, Steve. Nice one, mate. Speak to you after. Me and you will just have a WhatsApp, mate. See you after. Ta-ra, mate. Second favourite jam?
I don't know what my first favourite is.
How can you not know?
Because I like a lot of jams.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
I'm going to say blackberry.
Okay. All right. Wormy Spoons wants to know, Ped, would you sell Richie for Brahim Diaz 20 million and a packet of prawn crackers?
It's the prawn crackers. It's the
because
let's be honest, every time you order a Chinese, you ain't eating the prawn crackers. No. See, this is
you might have one.
No, but
going a bit,
this is the difference between an Indian and a Chinese, and I love Indian. I love Chinese and Indian. But no, when you get an Indian, you get the poppadoms, and I eat the poppadoms, all of them. All of them. They make a lovely you can make a lovely poppadom sandwich.
They're just a bit crunchy, aren't they?
Oh, I love them. But prawn crackers, they always stay in the bag. And what's the thing with the little pot of salad? What's the point?
People are not.
You're wasting salad. No wonder the air's going to pot. To pot.
Pippin says, good to see Evans go out on loan. Well, he hasn't gone out on loan, Pippin. He's gone.
We sold him.
He's gone.
Got £8 for him. No, we did. We got a pigeon and some licorice all sorts.
Is it the same pigeon?
Well, it would be.
Will we see it twice? Where are we? Quick. Where are we? Dalspic says, hi guys, have you received any praise from the club for your continuous work on the channel that promotes the club? I think they appreciate us.
On the QT, some people at the club
really appreciate
the work we're doing. And do you know what? I'll be on. No, today, right? Today was the women's media day, right, for the Derby game, and we couldn't get there because we've been really busy, and because literally there's only me and Baz and Billy. Billy's doing sterling work, by the way. I've only had to shout at him 3 times today.
Yeah.
And it's frozen. He's doing sterling work, right? And so we've got shows to do, and because we've got a Patreon channel and people pay to watch us, we have to deliver so many shows, and we have to be here for 5 o'clock, and we love being here for 5 o'clock, and we couldn't be there, and so I feel like I've let them down a little bit, because I've put my foot down today, so we have to do shows. Baz was like, let's go, I want to go and interview some Everton ladies players. That's what he was like, all over.
Busy.
But the club, I think some people at the club they do appreciate, because if they've got something to put out, a message to put out in terms of the stadium or whatever, they know they can rely on us to do a show on it or whatever, because we will. So, yeah. So it's good, it's all good. Right, come on then. What have you got any last ones to go? Because I know you've got to get off.
Not of any interest. People, Liverpool fans on here saying we're going to win the league.
Well,
And
listen,
all.
listen. Liverpool.
Ian Clark saw a seagull eating a pigeon.
Oh yeah, they will. Right. If there are,
hang on. Drew Blue says marmalade is a preserve.
okay. You've see. I didn't know, and I wasn't arguing for it to be in the camp of jam. I don't know what makes jam, and I don't know what makes a preserve.
Mark Roberts thinks Ashley Young's defo seen the same pigeon twice.
Defo. Kane says Basil only messed about Maddison yesterday just with stay to wind you up. It's too easy. Come back now. Oh, you know, asking. No. Keith Powell says wanted Giroud 2 years ago, but too late now. Would have had Lukaku back in a flash though. Rather have Grealish than Maddison, but sure, there's better around for the supposed value. Fair play, fair shout.
Oh, Matthew Lamb. Have you been speaking to him?
Yes, I will, Matthew, I meant to get back to you, mate. Don't worry, it's all good. I'll get back to you. Sorry, I'll get back to you, mate. It's not... Don't... Honestly.
Yeah, last couple off here. Phil Williams says, do you think most younger fans live off FIFA hype? 100%.
Yeah, but you know what? Back in the day, a lot of people used to live off Football Manager hype. So, it's not anything new. Listen.
Hang on, I've got a couple of seagull stories to finish. Terry Cook saw his granddad punch a seagull mid-air on Cleethorpes Beach once, while still managing to hold on to his ice cream.
That's this morning. I was driving in town and a seagull was coming dead low, and I actually swear to it, didn't it? Because I've had seagulls hit me windscreen in town. And know what they do when you hit them?
They just walk off?
It's everywhere. It just comes out naturally.
Well, they will do, because they're probably thinking, I'm about to die. Gone. Stephen Thomas, last week a seagull stole my steak pie.
That's right.
That's scandalous.
Yannick says...
Martin Edwards wants to know if we swear on Patreon.
No, we
don't
we
really.
Don't really, because we understand that the people might be watching with their kids, and if we throw a word out that, especially live, we try desperately not to do it live.
Terry McAllister, when are you coming in?
Yannick says, seen a pigeon that figured out revolving doors in Washington DC train station.
Fair play. I've seen seagulls walk in and take a packet of crisps out of sayers and just get off without paying. There you go. Nicola Leyland wants to know how many spoons do you have in your drawer?
Depends which drawer. Yeah. None in my sock drawer.
No, I wouldn't have that. And Terry McAllister also says seagulls in Newcastle are like dragons.
Yeah, but people in Newcastle are like dragons.
Robert Russell, Baz, you still love Mo Bezzett. Mo Bezzett is boss. Would I have him in midfield? No. Is he faster than Sneijder and Sigurdsson? About 100 times. Adrian Churchill, Freddie Adu, the greatest player that never was champ, man. He was, wasn't he?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Football is mad, isn't it? Because it used to be champ man, right? Then it used to be PES or FIFA, whichever one you want. And now it's YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube is now the place to get, like, because you can really watch them on YouTube. You go, oh yeah, it's great. Like, anytime anyone's mentioned, you go to YouTube just to look at them, don't you? And you get these clips of them, and it's the same clip from 80. I mean, the only difference is that we're looking at them, not buying them. Roberto Martinez bought in the ass off a dodgy VHS that he bought in a pub, I think. Yeah. Some fella walked in going, strikers, Russian strikers, play in the Russian league, and he's gone, thanks very much. Paid his money, got it, and that was it. There you go. Right. We've got to go.
I mean, I don't know what we finished on likes-wise, but if it isn't over 400, it's grim. See you later.
286.
How many?
286.
Poor. We had 680 watching, so
apologies for the freezing. Honestly, it was just it's just a wire, and we won't use the wire again. We've got, and you'll see it if you watch the match preview. If you're on Patreon, it'll be on tonight. We've got a new camera set up. 3 cameras, and it's meant that a couple of wires have had to be stretched and I've had to get an extender, and the extender's not working properly.
For our patrons, tomorrow, I think we might be doing a phone-in.
Yeah, tomorrow do the phone-in.
And there'll be none of this freezing tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
no
make sure
freezing.
You get over it and join us tomorrow for
freezing.
Patreon. It's all good. I've got to go because I've had the hook from my missus. See you later.
Bye.
See you later.
Yeah, 160 they bid, didn't he?